Wow, turning off the lights in this place. All right. So this is the 10th generation iPad. It's the newest iPad that just came out last week, and we did an unboxing video of both this and the 12.9-inch M2 iPad Pro. You can check it out right here, but let's not worry about that right now. Check it out after this video. I want to talk about the best part of this iPad. There's two things about this iPad that's really great. And the fact that it's just a standard iPad. You can give it to your kids, you can watch videos on it, you can browse the web, you can read books. It's really, feels good in the hand. It's not too big, it's not too small. I really like it. But what's the best part about something that's already good at being a tablet is that you can kind of turn it into a mini computer because of the best accessory that Apple offers, and that's this guy. Oh yeah, and the other piece, this guy. This is Apple's Magic Folio keyboard, Magic Keyboard Folio. I'm gonna get that name wrong. But it's basically a Magic keyboard that is also two pieces and turns into a folio. So what's the best part about being two pieces? And I'll show you. It's this. Look at that. I snap this back on, and I can do all the great things that I talked about that a normal iPad or a tablet is able to do. And that's, really just kind of read things online and, maybe read some books and watch content, consume content. This is a kickstand. It's awesome. This is the first time we have something like this on an iPad accessory where it's two pieces and you can go from work mode to play mode. So this is play mode in my opinion here. Look, I can prop it up on the table, I can do what I gotta do, and then I can close it up and use it like a normal kind of half case. But you can adjust this as much as you want. Sits up on a table, it's perfect. It's obviously very much meant for a table. This is not a good experience on your lap. It's very much a flat surface style, accessory. So just something to keep in mind. So really you're just gonna kind of keep it in this position at all times. Another kind of underrated thing is like you can use it as, and we mentioned this on the podcast with Federico Vitici, if you want to see that, of course. You can click up here as well, but he said something that I've been doing kind of naturally, and that's using this opened like this, but still not attached to the keyboard and kind of holding it as if it's like a big pop socket. Like you kind of get this little grip for your hands to kind of rest it underneath here, and you can, just kind of use it as a pop socket, which is kind of cool. Then comes the keyboard part. And I don't know if you remember the last Magic Keyboard Folio or the Smart Keyboard Folio, whatever they called it before, but it was those like really low profile keys, like almost no travel when you press them. It was like this weird fabric-y, felty material. I don't even know what to describe it as, but I didn't really like that. This is very much like the Magic Keyboard that you get with the iPad Pros and the iPad Air. And it's got the same level of clickiness and travel, and it's another separate piece here. And here's the pin connector, because on the 10th generation iPad, the pin connector is on the side, which would be the left side if you're holding it in landscape or in portrait. And so what you do is you just easily snap it in. So once you get it snapped in, everything just works perfectly fine. And now, like I said, you can go from having a really good machine to do, all of the tablet-y things you like to do, which is, for me, mostly consume content and kind of browse the web, to now being a really good working laptop, basically. I mean, it's going to be enough to get out those longer emails, create some documents, do some spreadsheets, anything where you're typing for a long time. This is going to be great. And the best part is it's got a trackpad built into it now. So this is the first time one of these folio cases from Apple has a trackpad, and it's a big trackpad, and it's a nice trackpad, and it does all of the things that we're used to doing with a trackpad now ever since Apple has, officially adopted this in iPad OS. And another cool thing here is that you have a full-on function row that you don't get on the Magic Keyboard for the iPad Pro. And that's a $299 or $350 accessory. This is $250. It's expensive, but I do think it's very much worth it. On this function row here, you have the ability to lock your iPad, which is funny, it's not working. But yeah, you can, in theory, lock it. You can go volume up, volume down, mute the iPad. You can skip tracks, play pause. You can back on the track here, go into Do Not Disturb, which is working totally fine. enable dictation from here. You can spotlight search with the little spotlight search icon. You can get into multitasking. You can adjust the brightness, which is huge. Again, something that would be really great to do on the iPad Pro, and you just can't do it on there, but you can do it on the 10th gen iPad. Make it make sense. And then you can escape out of the app if you're in full screen or whatever you need to escape from here. I don't know why the lock is not working, but yeah, so that is the keyboard. I think it's great. I think it's a must-have accessory. The one complaint I do have is that some of these keys on the left and right side are a little small, so like delete, return, shift on this side, caps lock, tab. They're a little smaller to get to, and so you might accidentally miss it or hit something else. Just kind of got to get a feel for it, but you know, overall, this keyboard feels really nice to type on, and I am typing what I am saying. And as you can see, this is a great experience. Yeah, I mean, I've been using it for the last week, well, almost a week now, and I really like it. So if you're wondering, this is just a quick little video to give you my 1 week impression on the Magic Keyboard Folio. Should you get it? I think you should. $250 is a little steep. If you want to hold out a little bit, it might drop down, but you know, just go for it. In my opinion, go for it. It'll make this a much better experience. And again, I love that I can just take that out, toss this over to the side, and I've got my tablet. Or, you know, put it back on here, and it's a full cover. But of course, I would love to know your thoughts in the comments down below. Have you had this yet? Have you tried it? Are you liking it, not liking it? Again, let us know in those comments down below. This has been Dan with MacRumors. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you around in the next video.